Join students. In last class we have done two exercises 3 and 3b of factorizations. Now we have to proceed for the next exercise 3c. Exercise 3c. Okay. We have to factorize the given polynomial by splitting up the middle term. Means we have to factorize a quadratic trinomial by splitting up the middle term. Okay, means quadratic trinomial means trinomial means polynomial having three terms, and quadratic means 2-degree polynomials. Okay. ax square plus bx plus c, a standard form of quadratic trinomial. Okay, how many terms are there? 3 terms. Okay. If suppose a polynomial given x square plus 4x plus 4, it is also quadratic trinomial. Okay, but out of 3 terms, 2 are perfect square term. 2 are perfect square term on x square plus 4x plus, in place of 4 you can write 2 square. So 2 are perfect square term, then we have to proceed for algebraic identity. Okay, suppose x be a and 2 be b, and a part of a is x, part of b is 2. So according to identity, it is a square, it is b square, and this one 4x is the mixed combined term, isn't it? So we have to factor this in this way: x square plus 2 square as it is, part of a is x, part of b is 2, and thereafter we have to write 2 into a means x, into 2 means b means 2. We get a square plus 2ab plus b square means a plus b whole square. Okay, it is quadratic trinomial, but it is according to the algebraic identity. That's why we have to follow up algebraic identity. Suppose polynomial given and which is not following the algebraic identity. Quadratic trinomial is given and which is not following any identity, means not following a square plus b square plus 2ab or a square plus b square minus 2ab. Then we have to follow up the another process that is known as splitting of the middle term. Clear? If we have out of 3 terms of quadratic polynomial, 2 are perfect square term and third term is a combined term, then we have to follow up algebraic identity. If it is not given, then we have to follow up another method known as splitting of the middle term. Clear? So what we have to do? Standard form of quadratic trinomial: ax square plus bx plus c. A always be the coefficient of x square, b always be the coefficient of x, and c is the constant term. Clear? A is the coefficient of x square, b is the coefficient of x, and c is always the constant term. Keep in your mind. Clear? So first of all, we have to multiply a and c. Okay, coefficient of x square and the constant term. Whatever product we get, thereafter we have to factorize the product. Okay, AC we have to factorize, and thereafter we have to express the product of AC as 2 factors whose addition or subtraction must be equal to b. Isn't it? So first of all, what we have to do? We have to multiply the coefficient of x square and the constant term on a and c, and thereafter we have to factorize the product of AC, and whatever factors you get after factorization, that we have to rearrange by hit and trial method or trial and error method in such a way that addition and subtraction of both the numbers must be equal to b. B is the middle term. Okay, so let's see process number 3. X square plus 20x minus 69. Okay, so first of all we have to okay, B. AC you have to factorize. A rough one. First of all, you have to compare the coefficient and write ABC. Okay, x square, ax square. In place of a is 1. So value of a after comparing the coefficient, that is 1. 20x, bx. So b is 20. And c is the constant term. C is minus 69. Okay. So according to the system, what you have to do, you have to find the product of AC. A into C, 1 into minus 69 minus 16. Thereafter you have to factorize 69. So 3 2s are 3 3s are. You get only 2 factors. Okay, 3 and 23. Now check addition and subtraction of 23 is 20 or not, isn't it? So minus 69 is a product of AC, and thereafter we have to factorize the product of AC, and we have to rearrange the factors into such that addition or subtraction of both the factors, only you have 2 factors, 3 and 23, but 23 minus 3 you get 20. So means there are 2 numbers we have, and if we subtract 23 and 3 we get 20. If minus 20 is there, then you have to write minus 23 plus 3. Okay, plus 20 is there, that's why you have taken 23 as plus sign and 3 as minus sign, and product of them is again we get minus 63. Okay, you have to write in this way: x square plus 23x minus 3x minus 69. The middle term is 20x, and that we have split 23x minus 3x. That is a mental work or rough work. Okay. Now thereafter what we have to do, there are 4 terms to take out common by grouping. So from first 2 term we have to take out common. So x is common term. So x square, we have taken out x common, then x left plus 23 minus 3 minus 69 minus 3x minus 69. So 3 is common, take out 3 common. So x minus you have taken out common, so you have to make opposite sign plus 23. Again we get common factors of both the terms, and finally you have to take out again the common factors: x plus 23, x plus 23, x minus 3 left within the bracket. Isn't it? So this is the process of splitting up the middle term. Okay, let's see next. Question number 10. X square plus 7 root 6 x plus 60. Okay, again you have to compare the coefficient. A is what? Nothing means 1. B is 7 root 6 and C is 60. The product of AC is 60. You have to factorize 60. 2, 20, 2, 30, 2, 15, 3, 5, 1. Okay, thereafter you have to rearrange the factors in 2 terms such that product of them is 60 again, and addition or subtraction of 2 terms must be 7 root 6. So B is given in term of root 6. So better we can write the factors 2 into 3 6 into 5. Means we can say that 2 into root 6 into root 6 into 5. In this way you have to manipulate, because in term B given 7 root 6. So in term of root 6 we have to express the factors we get, isn't it? So 2 3 are 6. In place of 6 we have to write root 6 into root 6. Okay. Now let's see. 2 root 6 and 5 root 6. If we add 2 root 6 and 5 root 6, we get 7 root 6. So means 60, there are two parts. 2 root 6 and 5 root 6. After adding we get 7 root 6, that is B. And after multiplication 5 to the 10, root 6 into root 6, 6. 5 into 6, 5 into 2, 10, root 6 into root 6, 6. 10 into 6, 60 again we get. In this way you have to check by reversing. Clear? So I have to write x square plus 2 root 6 x plus 5 root 6 x plus 60. Okay. Now thereafter, again you have to take out common from first two and last two terms. From first two terms, x is common only. So x plus 2 root 6 left within the bracket. From last two terms, we have 5 as common. Take out 5 common, so root 6 x plus 12. In first bracket we have x plus 2 root 6. Second bracket we have root 6 plus 12. Both are not same. What you have to do, you have to express 12 in term of root 6. Then we can take out root 6 as common. So how to write 12 as root 6? But 2 into 6, 12. In place of 6 you have to write root 6 into root 6. If you multiply root 6 into root 6, you get 6 again. Okay. So nothing else. Directly also you can do plus 5 root 6x plus 2 root 6 into root 6. Okay. Now thereafter you have to take out common root 6. X plus 2 root 6 as it is. 5, take out root 6 common. So x plus 2 root 6. Isn't it? In this way you manipulate, because you have to factorize, you have to express a given polynomial as a product of polynomials. Okay. Now finally x plus 2 root 6 we have common factor, x plus 2 root 6, take out common, so x plus 5 root 6 left within the bracket. Clear? In this way you have to split the middle term and factorize. Different pattern of quotients given. Done everybody? Okay. Next, like 21. X square minus 2 root 3x minus 24. Okay. Same pattern of quotients. So what you have to do, you have to identify ABC first. A equal to what? Nothing, means 1. B equal to minus 2 root 3. C equal to minus 24. Okay, let's see again. It is your mental work or rough work. Side by side I am doing. Product of AC. A into C equal to minus 24 into 1 minus 24. You have to factorize 24, 2, 12, 2, 6, 2, 3, 3. Now B is given in term of root 3. B is given in term of root 3. Okay, we get the factors what? 2 into 2 into 2 into 3. In place of 3, what you have to write? As previous I have done, root 3 into root 3. We multiply root 3 into root 3, again we get 3. Why it is required? Because b is given in term of root 3. We have to express the factors as root 3. And thereafter minus 2 root 3. Okay, minus 2 root 3. If we take 2 root 3 and 4 root 3. Okay, 4 root 3 and 2 root 3. Clear? If we subtract 4 root 3 and 2 root 3, we get 2 root 3. So sign you have to check properly. If we consider minus 4 root 3 or plus 2 root 3, okay, then what happened? Minus 4 root 3 plus 2 root 3, we get minus 2 root 3, that is b. And product minus plus minus, 4 2s are 8, root 3 into root 3, 3, 8 3s are 24, so minus 24. Clear? So first of all, we have to check what is b. b is given in term of root 3. We have to factorize the product of AC, and thereafter we have to express the product of AC as root 3, and thereafter we have to rearrange the factors into two terms whose sum or difference must be minus 2 root 3 and product must be equal to the product of AC, that is minus 24. Clear? So check it, minus 4 root 3 plus 2 root 3 equal to minus 2 root 3 and product is minus 24. Clear everybody? Now carry on. X square minus 4 root 3x plus 2 root 3x minus 24. Now from first two terms you have to take out common, that is x is only common, so x minus 4 root 3. Okay, from second term 2 is common, only visible, 2 is common, so take out 2 common, so root 3x minus 12, x minus 12. Okay, then both the brackets, terms within the brackets are different. Okay, x minus 4 root 3, root 3x minus 12 means what we have to do? We have to express 12 as root 3. How to express? We know 4 into 3 equal to 12. In place of 3 you have to write square root 3 into square root 3. Clear? So 4 into square root 3 into square root 3. Again we get 12. Square root 3 into square root 3, 3 into 4, 12. So x minus 4 root 3 plus 2 root 3x minus 4 root 3 into root 3. Okay, now take out root 3 as common. X minus 4 root 3 plus 2 root 3 take out common, so x minus 4 root 3 left within the bracket. Okay, now both the bracket remain same. Finally you have to take out x minus 4 root 3 as common. Clear? In first term x left, in second term 2 root 3 left. Okay, so simple. Okay, let me clean the bowl. Thank you. Okay, next. Like 37. 2 root 3 x square plus x minus 5 root 3. Okay, so what we have to do? A is what? 2 root 3. B is what? 1. C is minus 5 root 3. What we have to do? We have to find the product of A and C. 2 root 3 into minus 5 root 3. So minus 2 into 5 10, root 3 into root 3 3, 10 into 3 30. Thereafter you have to factorize 30. Okay. So what we get? 3 to the 6 and 5. Okay, 6 and 5. B is 1. B is 1. So 6 minus 5 is 1. So 6 and minus 5, there are two parts of the product of AC, 6 and minus 5. We have to consider. Clear? In this way, first of all, you have to identify ABC, thereafter you have to find the product of AC, and thereafter you have to factorize, and thereafter you have to rearrange the factors and express the factors as two parts such that addition or subtraction of the parts must be equal to B and product is same as AC. So 6 into minus 5, again we get minus 30. Okay. So in this way you have to split the middle term. In middle term you have to write 6x minus 5x. So 6x minus 5x, again we get x minus 5 root 3. Now thereafter you have to take out common from first two and last two terms. Okay. So 2 6. So 2 common, x square x, x common. Okay. So root 3 x left plus 2 3 6 minus 5 common. So x minus you have taken out common, so you have to make the opposite sign of the terms within the bracket. So root 3 left. Now again both the brackets are different. Root 3x plus 3x plus root 3. Both are different. How to take out common? So first of all you have to make the same terms within the bracket. So nothing else. Root 3x plus 3. Okay, in place of 3 you can write root 3 into root 3. Root 3 into root 3, again we get 3. Okay. So no need to show these steps. I am doing this extra steps for understandability. Okay. There is no need, you can directly take out common if you are familiar. Minus 5x plus root 3. So 2 root 3, take out root 3 common, x, so x plus root 3 minus 5x plus root 3. Okay, now we get the same terms within the bracket, take out common. So x plus root 3, take out common. So 2 root 3 x minus 5 left within the bracket. Clear? In this way you have to express the given polynomial as product of polynomials. Done everybody? Now clean the board. Okay. Let's see the next. Uh, 55. 3 by 2 x square plus 16x plus 10. Okay. So one of the terms given in fraction. So nothing else, you have to take out LCM. First of all, you have to take LCM 2. So 3x square plus 32x plus 20. And thereafter you have to factorize the numerator. In this 1 by 2 as it is. 3x square plus 32x plus 20. Okay. A is what? 3, B 32, C 20. Product of AC 20 into 3 get 60. Now we have to factorize 60 to 30 2, 15, 3, 5, 5, 1. The product of AC is 60. We have to express 60 as two parts by manipulating the factors we get, so that sum of the parts must be equal to 32. Okay, so let's see. 5 is a 15 to a 30, 30 plus 2, 32, 2 and 30, and sum of them is 32, product is 60 again we get. Okay, so now you have to split the middle term, 2x plus 30x plus 20 as it is. Now thereafter you have to take out common from first two terms. First two terms x is common only, so 3x plus 2 left. From last two terms 10 is common, so 3x plus 2. And thereafter 3x plus 2 you have to take out common, so x plus 10 within the bracket. Okay, so simple. Done? Okay. Now next pattern, 60. 9 2a minus b whole square minus 4 2a minus b minus 13. Okay, so 2a minus b, 2a minus b. So coding and decoding, what you have to do, you have to suppose let x equal to 2a minus b, and thereafter you have to express the given polynomial in term of x. In place of 2a minus b you have to write x. So 9 2a minus b whole square means x square minus 4x minus 13. Okay, and thereafter accordingly we have to split up the middle term. A is 9, b is minus 4, c is minus 13. Product of AC 9 into minus 13, that is minus 1 and 17. You have to factorize 117. Okay, so 3 is 9, 3 9 is 27. Again 3, 13, 13, 1. Okay, so we have product is minus 117, and you have to rearrange the factors as two terms. So sum is minus 4 and product is minus 117. Okay, so 3 is 9, 9 or 13, 13 and 9. Okay, we required b is minus 4, then you have to take minus sign of 13, greater value sign. If negative, then minus 13 plus 9 we get minus 4, that is b, and product is minus 117. Clear? So 3 is 9 and 13, there are two parts. You have to consider the greater value sign is negative, so that after adding or subtracting we get minus 4. Clear? So minus 13 plus 9 minus 4, and product of them is minus 117. And accordingly you have to write here, that is equal to 9x square plus 9x minus 13x minus 13. Now take out common from first and last two terms. So 9x common, x plus 1 left, minus 13 common, x plus 1, and thereafter x plus 1 and 9x minus 13 left within the bracket. and thereafter you have to decode, because you have supposed x equal to 2a minus b. Okay, so polynomial given in term of ab, not in term of x. X is our own supposition, isn't it? In place of x you have to write that 2a minus b. So in place of x you have to write 2a minus b plus 1 as it is, and 9 2a minus b minus 30. Okay, now you have to open the small bracket. 9 to the 18a minus 9b minus 30. Okay, so all variety of splitting of the middle term we have done. We have to do all the quotients, and it is very important part of factorization. And for other mathematics we have to use the same process of factorizations. Clear? Now homework. Exercise 3C complete. That's all. Thank you and have a nice day.